The 3 best exercises to easily regain your balance. Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years and I specialize in helping people with walking problems. Heel to toe standing. You want to do this exercise where you can hold something sturdy like a countertop or the back of a chair. You want to have your feet in the heel to toe position. That means one foot with the heel touching the toe of the other foot. Then what you want to do is stand up straight with your feet in this position and let go of what you're holding on to. If you can do this and hold that position, the goal is to get to 20 seconds without holding on. But a lot of people are going to have trouble with this exercise. If you're really struggling with it, one thing you can do to make it easier is to have a little bit of space between your feet. So instead of touching your heel to toe, have about a 2 to 3 inch space between your feet. Another thing you can do in the beginning when you're getting used to it is have one finger on the countertop when you try to do it. One finger is a lot harder than putting both hands. But over time, you want to let go with that finger and try to balance just on your 2 feet. The goal is to balance for 20 seconds with the right leg forward and 20 seconds with the left leg forward, repeating that 3 times on each side. But in the beginning, you might only be able to do a couple of seconds with each leg forward. You just want to work on this. It can take weeks, if not months, of practicing this every day before someone can get to the goal of 20 seconds without holding on. Single leg standing. To do single leg standing, you need something sturdy in front of you. You can use a countertop or the back of a chair, anything that's sturdy. You want to lift one leg up and shift all your weight over to the one leg you're going to stand on, and then try to let go. Your goal with this exercise is to let go for 20 seconds before you have to grab the counter and then shift to the other leg and do the same thing for 20 seconds. We want you to be able to do this 3 times on each leg for 20 seconds. But most of the clients that I see and most of the people I work with, this can take months to get to this goal. In the beginning, it's fine if you have to hold the countertop with one finger or even one hand just to get used to this exercise. The key to this exercise, the thing that most people struggle with, is they're not shifting their weight enough. When you stand on one leg, you have to shift all of your weight over onto that side to allow you to stand on one leg without holding on. So if you find that you're having to grab the countertop, you're probably not shifting all your weight over. That's the key to this exercise. I find that people take doing this every single day, sometimes twice a day, for 4 to 6 weeks before they really see an improvement and can balance on one leg. Backward walking. To do this exercise safely, you need a countertop or the back of a chair or something to hold on to just in case you lose your balance. You simply want to stand up straight and step backwards 2 to 3 steps. You don't want to step so many steps that you're away from something to hold on to, but you want to do 2 to 3 steps in one direction, then carefully turn around and go 2 to 3 steps in the other direction. Your goal is to do 2 to 3 steps in both directions, repeating that 3 times without holding on. But it's probably going to take weeks of practicing this, if not months, before you're going to be able to do it without holding anything. You might be wondering why these 3 exercises are the most effective at preventing falls. The reason I say this is because most falls occur not because someone isn't strong enough, but because they're using the wrong technique. A lot of times people stumble, trip, and fall because they're just not used to walking on uneven surfaces or stepping around obstacles. Basically, people just get out of practice. So these types of exercises, these balance challenging exercises, have been shown in research to be much more effective than strengthening exercises at preventing falls. The truth is, when you study falls and you look at people who have falls, A lot of them, in fact, the majority of them, have adequate strength. Strength loss is not the reason people fall. And when you look at studies that try to improve strength, you don't see a big decrease in the number of falls. That's because falling really occurs because we're just out of practice at resisting falls. We stop challenging our balance. When we're young, we challenge our balance all the time. But as we get older and we become more inactive, we stop challenging ourselves. So when we encounter something like a rug with a fold in it or a dog toy on the floor, we trip over it, we stumble, and we don't have any plan, any program to help us compensate. And that's why people fall. So these exercises are the best at helping people regain that sense of balance again. The best way to use the exercises in the video you just saw is to master each exercise before moving on. These exercises weren't meant to be a complete program that you do each exercise in order every single day. The idea is to do the first exercise, and if it's easy, only then move on to the next exercise. Once you get to an exercise that's difficult, you want to keep practicing that exercise every day until you master it. That could take days or even weeks, but once you master it, that's when you want to move on to the next exercise. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. If you would like more help with your balance, look in the description for a link to a course I created that can help anyone improve their balance at home.